In this landmark decision, the Canadian Human Rights Tribunal orders the federal government to compensate any First Nations child who was living on reserve and was removed from his or her home after January 2006, no matter the reason. That could include up to 54,000 children caught up in the child welfare system, and each would receive $40,000. Cindy Blackstock has led the charge in this fight, which started 12 years ago.
One of the primary findings the tribunal made is that Canada's discrimination against First Nations children is willful and reckless. And what that means is that they knew about it, they knew about the harms to these kids, they could have prevented it, and they chose not to do it.
In its decision, the Human Rights Tribunal said no amount of compensation can ever recover what you have lost, the scars that are left on your souls, or the suffering that you have gone through as a result of racism, colonial practices, and discrimination.
I think that this decision is a validation. Of course, it feels bittersweet to me because I know there's so many kids that didn't make it out of the system. They didn't make it out of the 25 foster homes. You know, they died of suicide or accidental overdose or homicide.
Parents and grandparents may also be entitled to this money, but only if their child was removed due to poverty, lack of housing, or substance abuse. They don't get money if they sexually or physically abused the child. The tribunal also orders Ottawa to compensate First Nations children who didn't receive essential services on reserve. The Minister of Indigenous Services office says it will review this order.
If the government tries to appeal in any way, shape, or form, it sends the wrong message about reconciliation.
In some cases, the children in care are still toddlers. The process to distribute the money is still to be worked out. Bonnie Allen, CBC News, Regina.